Well, hello everybody. This is Bug Eater 64. Welcome you aboard. We're getting ready to do another flight, and we're going to be flying this old DC-3 from VSkyLabs, and we're going to be flying it from Portland, Oregon International to San Francisco International. It's good old California. So, we'll get to it here in just a few minutes. Sure hope you enjoy the flight. I sure enjoy bringing them to you. So, Bug Eater 64, until we see you in just shortly here. Okay, well, here we are in the cockpit of our DC-3 and our VSkyLabs DC-3 by that. So, and today we're going to be flying from Portland, Oregon, Portland International, to San Francisco International. So it's a bit of a long flight for this old girl, but she can do it. We got plenty of fuel on board. But we're going to go ahead. Let me pull up my checklist. And we're going to run through some checks. As long as I don't mess up. Here we go.
Aircraft inspection.
We've already done the exterior inspection. So, but there's our lady with Air America Due livery on her. So she looks pretty much ready to go. So let's go back inside. And
fuel.
Fuel, checked it.
Refuel.
We're good to go.
/// file flight plan ///.
And as you can see, this plug-in, which is called Checklist, is free at the org. And if your aircraft has a checklist, it will read it.
Transmit. All radios.
So, let's go ahead, turn on battery, get some power. All our radios are on. Got our transponder on standby. Let's look at our flight plan. We've already got it set to go to KSFO. And as you can see, it's 478 miles. And so we'll just activate that. And we're ready to go. In today's flight, we're going to be testing out the
off. Magneto switches
are off.
All switches.
And we'll turn the battery back off.
Off, down. Master battery switch.
Okay.
On. Cockpit and panel light.
Everything's good.
As REQ. Rudder trim control. 0. Aileron trim control. 0. Elevator trim control. 0, -2 div. Atmospheric manifold pressure.
Yeah, we can look at the actual over here. And everything's good. And you can see some of the things that the co-pilot will actually
check equals actual pressure. Outside air temperature, OAT.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's in the 50s.
Check. Cylinder head temperature.
Yeah, it's good.
Check equals OAT. Oil temperature.
It's fine.
Check equals OAT. Undercarriage warning light.
Yeah, it's right over here, and it's green.
Green light. Wing flap. Up.
They're up.
Left fuel tank selector. Main LH. Right fuel tank selector.
It's on right LH.
Main RH. Fuel tank quantity.
That's our fuel tanks right here, and we can check them. And they should all be full. And they are.
Check. Parking brake.
Is
On.
set.
Red light on. Tail wheel. Locked.
Tail wheel is
Green
locked.
light on. Cowl flaps. Both open. Carburetor heat control. Full cold, pulled. Mixture controls. Auto rich and cut off. Propeller controls.
Right down there, and they are
Full forward. Throttle. One half forward. NAV light. On. / request engine start /
okay.
Request. Right fuel mixture. Auto rich and full rich. Right booster pump switch. On. Right fuel pressure. Check 4 to 5 side. Right magneto switch. Both. Right engine starter. Press. Right engine RPM.
And we want it around 1200.
(1,200 RPM). Right booster pump switch. Off. Right generator. On. Master battery switch.
Master battery switch off.
Master battery switch.
Back on.
On. Left fuel mixture.
Left fuel mixture. Okay.
Full rich. Left booster pump switch. On. Left fuel pressure. Check 4 to 5 side. Left magneto switch. Both. Left engine starter. Press. Left engine RPM. (1,200 RPM). Left booster pump switch. Off. Left generator. On. Master battery switch. Off. Master battery switch. On. Both engines.
Okay, it's getting a bit noisy in here, so let's take a quick look here. Thank you, co-pilot. My co-pilot just brought me a cup of coffee. Does life get any better than this? Not by much. She is so good to me. Anyway. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's make a quick jaunt to our sound settings. It's a little bit noisy inside the aircraft, so I'm going to turn it down some. Let's see if that helps some. Okay, so Let's run both engines up to 1700 RPM.
(1,700 RPM). Landing gear pressure greater than 500 psi. Hydraulic pressure 600 to 950 psi. Both engines
Back down to 1200.
1,200 RPM. Fuel pressure check 13 to 16 psi. Oil pressure check 65 to 80 psi. Oil temperature check 50 to 110 deg. Cylinder temperature increased fuel icing. Flight controls.
Alright, so let's check our flight controls here.
Check all radios on NSET. Transponder STVY NSET. Altimeter to local pressure. Set.
Yeah.
Artificial horizon.
Get the yoke out of the way here.
Check both. Direction gyro.
It's set where I need it to.
Check both. Propeller de-icer switch.
De-icer switch.
As
Turn.
REQ.
Yeah.
Window to underscore icer switch.
Window de-icer is
As
on.
REQ.
Potato.
As REQ. Carburetor de-icer switch.
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, but we'll go ahead and
As
set it.
REQ. // request taxi ///.
And turn on some other lights here. Yeah, get that. Alright.
Request. Landing light switches.
We'll go ahead and turn them on.
Both on. Park brakes.
Are on right now. We're going to release them.
Release. Turn indicator and HDG. Check moving. Left brake. Test. Right brake. Test. Go to holding point and set park brake.
Alright. So. Let's go to our holding point. A little lag here. Alright, so we're slowly moving. Ah, yeah. She's just old airplanes are just beautiful. I'm sorry. I love old piston airplanes. DC-3, DC-6, the Constellation. I would love to see a Constellation in X-Plane. Just a great old airplane. The tube jets, I've got nothing against them, but yeah, this takes these old birds are just very, very cool. So we're getting down here towards the end of the runway. Now with the DC-3 being a tail dragger, I usually don't have too many troubles taking off. My big issue is landing. And since it's getting a little warm in here, we're gonna turn on some fans. Maybe open the window just for a second. Yeah. And you can see how they've improved the sounds. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Okay. Alright, let's get down here and to our hold point. I could go all the way down to the end of the runway. It looks like we've got a bit of a crosswind. So we're at our hold point.
Holding point. Parking brake. On. Red light on. Both engines.
Both engines, 1700 RPM.
(1,700 RPM). Test right magneto R then L. Check. Right magneto. Both. Test left magneto R then L. Check. Left magneto.
Yep, and
both.
So
propeller controls.
Propeller controls, we're going to go full back.
Full backward. Propeller controls.
Full forward.
Full forward. Engine power.
Okay. We have run into a bit of an issue here. It looks like both engines quit on us. So we are going to start them both up again. Let's see if we can get this going. Huh, it's the first time I've had that happen. Okay. Let's get this one back up. Yes, yes. Keeps giving me that silly message. Alright. So both engines test power. $2,200. 40 inches of manifold.
Test. Engine idle. Test. Both engines.
1,300 RPM.
1,300 RPM. Motor heat. Both on. Landing gear pressure. Greater than 500 sun. Hydraulic pressure. 600 to 875 sun. Magneto switches. Both. Propeller controls. Full forward. Fuel mixture.
Mixture set to quarter inch.
Auto rich and full rich. Carburetor heat. Full cold, cold. Wing flap selector. Up. Rudder trim control. 0. Aileron trim control. 0. Elevator trim control. Set T/O, minus 1.5 div. Fuel systems. Check.
Checked.
// request takeoff ///. Request. Transponder. Alt. Strobe light.
Is on.
Takeoff time.
Recorded quarter after 12. Approximately.
Record. Park brake.
Park brakes are released.
Relays. Line up and set park brake.
Alright, so
Go. Tail wheel. Locked. Green light on. Booster pumps. Both on. Power 40 to 45 in HG. Check. Propeller 2500 to 2650 RPM. Check. Park brake. Release. VR 65 miles per hour. Liftoff. Landing gear. Up. Wing flap. Up. Booster pumps above 1,000 feet. Both off. Tail wheel. Unlocked. Green light off. Power 35 to 40 in HG. Check. Propeller 2400 RPM. Check. Mixture. Set auto lead. Climb speed 95 to 115 miles per hour. Check. Climb rate 400, 1000 FPM.
So, well, we've taken off from Portland and we're headed to San Francisco. So we're going to slowly gain altitude, get up to our cruising, and get on our heading. So, that wasn't so hard. She's working very nicely. And our heading should end up being about 165. Yep. 164, 165. There we go. That's just about right. A little bit too far, but not bad. We'll bring it back here. Okay, so everything's looking good. Yep. So now we start our long trek heading out of Portland, Oregon to San Francisco, California. Okay, so we're headed in the generally the right direction, so hoorah! We got the aircraft trimmed up pretty well. So we should just have to make some minor adjustments as we go. So I'm just going to leave the autopilot off here for a little while and just hand fly it, making minor adjustments with trim. Mountain everywhere. Okay, and with that, since we got so far to go, I'll be back with you shortly as we get closer to our destination. Enjoy the flight. Well, we've been playing with the autopilot, and so far I haven't figured out what's going on. But we're moving along pretty well here, and we'll take a look. Yeah. But as you can see, we haven't gotten very far. But we're slowly getting there. So I just have to make minor adjustments to keep getting us back on course, which isn't a big deal. DC-3 just keeps plugging along. The thing is amazing. This airplane was flown in the early 40s, and they are still flying today, even with radial engines. Some of the upgrades have been made to the DC-3 C-47 is that there is now versions that have been retrofitted with turboprops. The BT-67 is a perfect example of one of these that was designed and built in Canada and are flying in different countries around the world today. The airframe is just an amazing accomplishment. Amazing. Great old airplane. This is how I make adjustments. This is my ailerons, left and right. This would be my rudder, which changes the heading here. And then this is my elevator for up and down. Once you got it trimmed up, you just, basically that's all you do. Make a few clicks. She makes some moves for you. away with it. There. Bring on back, girl. Where you going? Alright, so let us RPM still good, everything's looking good, feels all good. Got plenty of altitude to go over the mountains. So let's try the autopilot one more time.
Engaging autopilot.
And it takes that big swing to the left. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to play with her.
Autopilot disengaged.
Let's pull her nose up. Get her back in trim here. Okay, so you see what's going on. So with that, I'll be back when we get a little bit closer. Until then, enjoy the flight. See you soon. Okay, so we're approaching the Bay Area. We've got a little over 40 miles to go to get to the airport. We're down at just about right now we're at about 5,000 feet. So we're in good shape. So back in the land of the living out here. Our flight has gone quite well, even with all the issues with the trying to use the autopilot. I said it's a very unique system, and I can promise you that the problems I had were all pilot error. Stick our head out the window and see what's going on. There's an engine out there. So we're at right about 4,800 feet. With 38 miles to go. So everything's looking fine. our throttle. And we are flying in X-Plane11.10 Bravo 7 Beta 7, and so far it has worked flawlessly. And no issues with my orthos. Ortho for XP is working great. Let's see now.
San Francisco INTL information Charlie. 2300 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 14, dew point -9. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runways 28 right, 28 left. Departing runways 28 right, 28 left, 01 right, 01 left. Advise on initial contact you have Charlie.
Right and left.
San Francisco.
Okay, so with that, let's check the airport. So we look at our map. 28 left and right. That should be coming off the water. Alrighty. So, with that, as we fly over the Bay Area, alright, let's see here. That's the Golden Gate right there. So we're going to lose some more altitude. The airport is way out here. And there you can see the Golden Gate. It's coming into view. That little place right down here might be Alcatraz. That be the Golden Gate. Yep, we just fly down the bay here. And then we'll make a nice 180-degree turn, come into runway 28. So we got about 3.5 minutes to the airfield, which is right up in here. Altitude is good, speed is good. Yep, see, we're going to swing around and come in on these runways, right? Yeah. Landing gear is down. Yep. Ooh, we got some lag here. Must be loading some orthos. Give her some flaps. Little high, but we're good. We're good. Well, that was an interesting landing, I'll give you that. But we're down safe and everybody's happy. So we'll just cross the runway here. Don't see anybody coming. Got the flaps up. Alrighty, so with that, good enough. Well, we made it safe. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. And why is the snow skids down? Huh. Alrighty, if you want to be that way, be that way. Let's take a look. Flaps coming down. And I warned you, I can do everything good in this airplane except land. It's a soft landing. When that tail wheel comes down, it has a mind of its own and it does exactly what it wants. It don't listen to me, no, never mind, no how. It's just its way of letting me know who is truly in charge. So we knew we were high. I'd rather be high. We got plenty of runway. Could just ease the airplane down. It doesn't take a lot of runway for this airplane, as you can tell. Got some lag in there, so sorry about that. But we had a nice soft landing. And the tail wheel comes down and everything goes to shit. Caught the taxiway and then spun it right around, just like NASCAR. So there you have it. I didn't say it was pretty, but it was safe and it didn't hurt the airplane. Alrighty. Enough of that folderol. Let's get back to the real world. Okay. So, everything else is done. Let's take a look outside again. Yeah. All right, we're safe and sound at San Francisco. So, this is Bug Eater 64. Thanking y'all for coming. I certainly hope you enjoyed our little flight. And until next time, we'll see you then. And as always, safe flying. Bye for now.